QuickEMR, each staff member should have their own individual user account. This keeps your system secure, ensures accurate documentation, and allows you to control exactly what each person can access based on their role. Whether you're adding a therapist, front office staff member, biller, or administrator, creating a new user only takes a few minutes. In this video, we'll walk through where to manage user accounts and how to create and configure a new user from start to finish. To begin, you will first need to navigate to Lists and then select Users. This page displays all existing users within the system. From here, you can search for a specific user by using the search bar, click on a user's code to edit their profile, create new accounts, or make users inactive if they no longer need access to the system. To add a new user, simply select the Create button. You'll begin by entering the basic account information. All of the green highlighted fields are required and must be filled out in order to save the new user within the system. If the user ever forgets their password, a super user or someone with the appropriate permissions can reset or change it without needing to know the original password, which makes account recovery simple for administrators. If the person you're adding is a provider and will be doing documentation, you will want to check off the box for provider. If they are a fully credentialed therapist and able to complete and sign documentation, check off the box for signing provider. Once the account is created, they will be prompted to set up their own password for the first time they log in, ensuring that only they know their secured credentials. After all the basic information is entered and the user is saved, you can further customize the account to match the user's role. First, navigate to the General tab and add any information that you deem necessary. If the user is a provider, you will need to enter the NPI number and press Save. Next, click on the Settings tab. For providers, you can upload a signature which will automatically display on their clinical notes when marked as complete. A simple method is to upload the signature into the system by writing the signature on a piece of paper, scan it into your computer, and save as a JPEG or PNG file, then upload it into the system. If the user requires oversight, such as a PTA, you can assign a cosigner, which will automatically populate on the documentation assigned to this user. You can also choose a default facility for the account, which, when the user is logged in, they'll automatically be directed to the specific facility on the appointment book. If your organization has multiple facilities, you can lock them into a default facility to prevent accidental scheduling or documentation at the wrong facility. If the user is able to complete evaluations for patients, be sure to also check off the box for first visit. The final and most important step is setting up the user's permissions. Permissions determine exactly what area of QuickEMR the user can access and what actions they are allowed to perform. This helps protect sensitive information and ensures staff only sees what's relevant to their role. You can customize permissions individually for each user or, to save time, create permission templates for different positions, such as front desk, therapist, or billing. To customize the user's permissions, select the Permissions tab, then press the Customize button. Here, you can select what permissions the user has, such as accessing and editing notes, adjusting system settings, or creating other users within the system. Setting a user as a super user will essentially bypass all other permissions and allow them access to everything within the system. To create a template, you can either navigate to Settings, Permission Templates, and create a new template, or if you have already set up the permissions for a specific type of user, simply select the General tab within the user's permissions, create a name for the template, check the box off for template, and then press the Save button. This template can then be applied to any other user, saving time and ensuring that all users have only the permissions that are needed for their role. And that's all there is to creating a new user within QuickEMR. By adding individual accounts, setting up roles, and assigning the correct permissions, you ensure your system stays organized, secure, and tailored to each team member's responsibilities. If you ever need to update or deactivate an account, you can return to the users page at any time. As always, if you need help along the way, our support team is always here if you have any questions.